fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 30.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 4 down. 4 down. Check.
Protein spill. 5.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
65. All day, dog.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
He can run for it, and he will. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
What we got? Kill.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
49-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. Make these into 6. Pull it. Half. Let's make these.
Diamonds are mine.
Shut up.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Pass incomplete.
Murray's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Murray off play action. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now. Hey. Keep it up.
2nd and 9 now. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
64. Hey, team 6. Get it.
Off the play fake. Glenn. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here comes Peppers. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's a give to Smith. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a give to Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 7. Mike 7. Watch the run. Watch the run. Here we go.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray flush to his right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
First down, Murray eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Touchdown, defense. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Marvin over. Three down. Hey, check. 3 down. Mike 7. Mike 7. Yep. Watch the twist. Mike 7. You go, night. Shut up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. 2nd down and inches. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check nickel.
Bam. Hey!
Tight yard.
Go out. Hey! High 7.
59. Mike's 59. You must be getting tired.
Two.
From the gun, Glenn. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith, and an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 7. Mike 7.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returning is Peppers. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 35-yard line.
1 sec. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Bring it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Oh, now Miller's slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it.
I know he ain't got it. What? Switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hatchet. Big Dan.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 26, check 23. Rush in.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw on second down. Glenn escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Glenn. Now they go screen. It's complete. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's second down.
Hey, Charlie! Get it!
Off play action. Glenn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, Haywood! Ready?
Operating from the gun. Glenn. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Back to throw. Glenn. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set, cut! You don't want none. Hey!
timeouts at Barclay. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second and 11 now. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing is Murray on third down. They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
We go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Go.
They begin with a run by Smith, and he loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Room here to run. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
52 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And two soft. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, it's Thornton. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Giants' 46-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
Greystone, travel. Now.
On second down, Pendleton. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Set. 8, read.
Here we go.
Big grip.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.